solid color shirts. Might be the plum, the brown, the gray, a blue, or green. The pants are called broad fall. They unbutton, fall down, button back up again. There's no zipper, no waist belt, no hip pockets. Pants in the Amish world are held up with suspenders. Add to their attire their vest and jacket with a hook and eye. This is how the Amish gentlemen, when they are at church day, are dressed. Okay? That's their attire. They all look alike. Now remember, Jacob was not yet in the church, and so you saw a shirt here that is not Amish. And I explained that to you again when we were downstairs. And of course, his softball jacket. Now you'll see those marble roller games through the house as we travel, and there's many, many more in different versions. They're games that the Amish have. In this area, that's one of the things that they use for entertainment. Also ice hockey, roller hockey, softball. On the chest of drawers is a kerosene lamp. To come up from downstairs, that's what you're going to use. Remember, they don't have our conventional electricity. We have it here because we're tourists and guides and whatever. But Amish do not have that kind of electricity in their home. So you're coming up from downstairs, you're going to use that kerosene lamp. But to get up in the middle of the night to go back down to the bathroom, you know, you're half asleep, it's kerosene, you need a match, not such a great combination. So therefore, you're going to use a battery-operated flashlight. Of course, the clocks are working with batteries also, okay? Men are clean shaven until they marry. Once you marry, gentlemen, you all grow a beard. You don't trim it and make it pretty and even. How it grows is how it stays. But you will shave off the mustache to sideburns. Because when they were persecuted by the military back in Europe, it was the custom of the military to have thick sideburns, thick mustache. So they don't want to reflect on days of persecution, and that's why you see that. So small mirrors are allowed in the home. This one's tiny. The one in the girls' room, of course, is a little bit larger, but never a full length. Past a full-length mirror, what do you look? You look at yourself, you say to yourself, how good do I look? And that is what? That's an ego trip. It's not humility. There you go. So, in Amish culture, and it should be in ours too, think about it, life would be so much nicer if people realize that the person inside is the one that counts. The one that's in the outside, that's you see in the reflection in the mirror, is really not always the one that you want to be or be with. Okay? So in Amish world, there's no full-length mirror. Now, my next room is tiny, and I discuss funeral customs. Maybe I better kind of tell you here. Amish only go from 1st grade to 8th grade. We'll talk about that out on the tour. So there's no professionals in their world, right? There are times they need us, and they're going to call upon our services. And one is which, when someone passes away in the Amish world. They're going to call the undertaker from our world. The body will be picked up by the undertaker from our world. Take the body to his premises. It will be embalmed. Because the law says a body out of the earth, 24 hours or more, must be embalmed. See? They have to agree with rules. Okay? Then the body is brought back to the home, and along with it comes that 6-sided wooden box that you see inside. I can't even refer to it to a casket, and you'll see what I mean when you get there. It has halfway up 2 lids that are viewing lids, okay? And 2 or 3 days may be here for viewing. Realize the size of the district. Realize the size of families. Realize when families are grown up and marry and have children and they have children. Realize friends and neighbors. We had 2 years ago, over 1,000 persons went through someone's home at a viewing during the process of the 3 days. Think about it. Think about the extension, okay? So, after that, you're going to have a 3-hour church service again and head off to the cemetery. And you'll see photos along the wall, and I'm going to take you that you can actually see what it looks like for real, so that you can see what I'm talking about. The cemetery. Yeah, nobody will be buried today. Notice there's no flowers in there, there's no mementos, there's nothing fancy at all, okay?